throw in every rod that I own, because that's what I brought today apparently. We'll be ready to take off here in a second. Okay, we are in the kayak. And here we go, we're kayaking, all right. What is up, MFers? I'm freaking jacked for this one. As you can see, we're out in the brand new Hoodoo kayak. Yes, I brought every single thing from my boat into my kayak. But this is the maiden voyage in the old kayak. I'm gonna call it my first official kayak fishing video. We did some kayak fishing back a couple years ago, if you guys remember. A lot of you guys probably do. But those were kind of floating in the Ozark creeks and streams where you pretty much had to have a kayak to get through a lot of it. You still had to portage through some of it. And of course, we're using a paddle and everything. This is the old foot drive, guys. Heard about this lake, heard it's good, and you can't use a boat on it. So that's why I got this kayak and wanted a kayak, was to use on lakes where you couldn't take the old brand new Camus bass boat. So far, I like this thing. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to it. I've got the seat at the highest setting, which is nice. I'm really sitting up high. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to it to where I can stand up and fish, because I don't have my kayak sea legs yet. This lake looks freaking beautiful. We got a couple hours this morning, and then I'm actually taking the boat out fishing a little night tournament tonight, so that'll probably be the next video you guys see. Water's actually pretty clean, so I'm glad I brought a couple swim baits with me. Also got the ridge worm I'm gonna drag off deep. Got a little bit of grass, got a lot of docks, so I might be flipping some docks too. Regardless though, should be fun. Should be a nice new experience on the kayak. Brought 115 rods, but somehow I don't have a true flipping bait tied on, so I'm gonna throw this little 6-cents Divine swim jig, see if they'll eat this joker. Oh man, you can see like 4 feet down. But this can be a really effective way to fish docks too. And of course, a little bit of bank grass. There's some bait fish flipping. I like this. Good looking lake. I do have a frog tied on too. That might be something to check out. Quick little public service announcement before we begin the fishing today. They're back. MFer rods are back in stock. You bet. Guys, these have been one of the most popular rods, that $100 price point on the market since they came out. For good reason. I go out and I'm about to fish a tournament tonight using almost exclusively these MFer rods. They're badass for $100. One problem is we can't keep them in stock. We finally got them all in at 6centsfishing.com. But wait, there's more. We added 3 new rods to the lineup to make it even more comprehensive for all your fishing needs. You guys have seen this one right here. Spinning rod, 7.4, medium light, little swim bait. Caught a 12-pounder on it. You bet. You guys know I had to add a little jerkin stick rod in there. 6'10". Medium, moderate. Also, really good little square bill rod. Can even double as a weightless wacky rod. And then we didn't have a deep diver stick in the lineup. We had to throw in a little 7.9 medium heavy, moderate. Perfect for the C10, C15, 300 DD. Oh yeah. I'm gonna link those guys right at the top of the description. If you guys pick one up, definitely screenshot the order, send it to me in a message, and I will repost that on my Instagram, Facebook, all the things. Okay, to the fishing. Ooh, the skipping angle is nice. I don't hate that. Neither did that fish. Neither did that fish. Yahtzee. We are on the board with the little 6-cent swimming jig. My first fish in the old Hoodoo. Freaking love it. Not a big one by any means, but good sign. Right on the corner of that dock. Like I said, I like the little low trajectory of the skip cast, and this is about the best skipping swim jig and one of the best skipping jigs in general I've ever used. Baby bream color, the deal, Sungill, Divine 3/8 trailer. If you're ever somewhere that you're like worried that you're gonna need to figure out how to just get bites, this is a good bait to just have tied on. It's a killer. So we're stuck in a grass mat and I can't pedal. I don't really know what to do about that. I guess take the foot pedals out and use my rod to get us to the not grass part. Why not? Or we can do this. There we go. Yep, that's what you're supposed to do. More efficient this way anyways than the foot pedals. It's all fun and games until I drop them in the lake and I no longer have any way to get back. And we're walking back to the ramp. Well, that was fun. Oh, eat it. Whew. Felt that little bump. That was about a 4-pounder. Just followed the swim bait in. Deal. One of my first casts. Also happened to be main lake, just like the first one I caught. We just went back in a little spawn pocket. I don't know, it was a freaking creek, cove, whatever. It was a freaking Dead Sea back there. I couldn't believe I wasn't getting any. Made it right back out to the main lake. Tossed the old swimmer out there. Got blasted actually on the return. After I felt that bite, I was watching the entire way back, and then I saw the fish appear. It was about a 4-pounder, so this lake does have some good fish. And I kind of work these main lake docks though for now in this grass edge. It's weird grass. It's like dying, clumped up, looks like hydrilla with a bunch of just slime on it now. It's pretty much useless besides the edges. Does seem to be a lot of bluegill though, which I like. So we're gonna kind of keep on covering water until we can really get a definitive answer if they're in the main lake or not. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some timber up there out in the middle. I kind of like that, especially since we don't have any electronics on this guy yet. So we're basically looking for visible cover. Oh, just moved out to the stump field, and that was my first bite. Kind of surprised I'm not getting more bites out here, but didn't feel like a very big one. Just kind of flipping this 10-inch worm right next to the stumps I can see. Trying to cover water, still trying to get on a pattern though. I'm kind of wondering if there's some points on this lake, because there's a lot of points. I'm kind of wondering if some of those might be a little bit more key, a little further out. Once again, don't have any electronics on here, so gonna have to feel them out with heavier bottom baits and crankbaits, which I'm good with. Totally just sight fished that bass. Okay, that was pretty cool. That's definitely an advantage of the kayak over the big boat, is sneaking up right next to them, looking at them down there in the water, and just, you know, dropping your cricket next to them and they eat it. That was cool. Oh, just a giant knot. Bite's tough out here. Switched up to a little wacky rig cloud. I'm gonna try that around some of these docks. Oh man, there's a billion bluegill under there. That fish was about the size of a bluegill. I'm hoping I can get a bigger bite in the shade. It's just been so damn hot in Texas every single day that I'm sure a lot of these fish are searching out places in the shade lines. Best shade lines available in this lake are docks. Yahtzee! Finally a damn dockfish. 2 years later. And a daggum stud too. Every bit of 9 inches. I don't know, I'm not sure about this lake. I had that one 4-pounder follow the swim bait, but so far quality ain't there. But we're just kind of getting used to the little kayak today, you know. Still not quite brave enough. I've stood up once and I was a little terrified. Still need to get my balance and legs underneath me. I'm really surprised I'm not catching more though underneath these docks. I've been skipping this damn clout underneath them just freaking perfectly. I think I've had like 2 bites and 319 bluegill pecker bites. Look at these guys. Do it. Little peckers just came out from that dock. I'm wanting big pecker to come out. I just switched over to the draw and I'm getting a lot more follows so far than the hinkle was. Wouldn't hate if that would keep up. God dang, that guy about made me fall out of the damn kayak. Jeez. Bite was tough on the 10-inch worm and the ridge worm, so switched up to the old school baby magic worm. Got ourselves a little guy. Not great, but not terrible. I told Osborne I'd take a picture of the fish for him because he was pretty sad I was going fishing without him. I was like, dude, I don't think you want to be on the kayak with me. I'm a little bit chubby and I might tip us over, which I about did right there. Okay, that'll suffice for a picture for Oz. And hopefully there'll be more to come. Nice one. They're growing. That was probably 2 1/4 pounder, but regardless, I've taken dumps bigger than that. We can do better, guys. Feels good because it's cooling off, but this big ass storm system's just rolling in. A bunch of lightning coming with it. Now it's sprinkling, so hopefully we can still stay out a little while. Just had another bite and missed it on the magic worm. Been pretty stingy here, but I don't know. I figured with the storm blowing in, some things could happen. I've been throwing the draw around a little bit, having follows, but that doesn't make very good television. Hey, I just got a follow. Hey, there's another follower. Hey, a follower. Rah, rah. But I'm back to the stumps, and there's a point that comes out. It's got grass on it over there, so I'm kind of just dragging my worm off the point. There's a timber off the point somewhere that I got snagged on as I set the hook. But I definitely had a bite a second ago. I don't have a raincoat with me, but I still think it's like 95 degrees, maybe more. So as long as it's not going to wreck the cameras, we're staying out in the rain. There we go. Oh my God, that is a tiny one. It's at the same exact spot. It must be a little group of them right there. We got them dialed in, folks. Fired up to school. Poured it to bed. Thought he was having a little magic worm dinner. Turns out he was having a, I don't know, a hook dinner. Wow, that's hilarious. But for real, this is a pretty safe way to fish. Find a main lake point with grass on it, timber next to it. Somewhere is the creek channel out here. Like I said, no electronics, but it's gotta be through there. So we got a bunch of good things happening in one spot. Oh God, about tipped her again. Yeah, bud. Frogfish on the Milliken Vega frog, also newly restocked. Just got a bunch of these bad boys in stock, and this is by far my favorite little bluegill color. Not a bad one. Finally found some good looking grass. That one kind of came out of nowhere, but couldn't stand that. That's my clean water too. If I'm fishing in water that's cleaner than like 3-foot visibility, which it is for sure right up there, I love this bluegill color. White or black or even that hazelnut color gets the nod for me if the water is a little bit dirtier than this. But with this clean water, I always opt for a natural bluegill color. So which is better, this or that? I don't know. Well, first day on the kayak, maiden voyage, we caught fish. We didn't catch anything giant, but it was good enough. I'm trying to decide if this thing is better for me than the mini boat over there. I don't really know the answer to that. Of course, I always appreciate Hoodoo. They gave me this kayak to use, and that's amazing. But I just don't have the sea legs on me right now to stand up and fish out of this beautiful new kayak. I don't know if that's a personal issue or what, but this mini boat is so much more stable, and it's a little bit more open. It's got more room to put tackle, so I definitely need to get some type of tackle storage system. I know there's all different types of crates to put back there. You guys will have to let me know, those of you that kayak fish, which one's the best for that. And a lot of those have rod holders too. I had rods all over the place, and so that was kind of a disaster as well. But I got some trips planned coming up where I'm going to use, I think, both of these, the mini boat and the kayak. But I need to make some upgrades to this kayak before I think about doing that, and before I think about doing a kayak tournaments. Definitely a noob when it comes to fishing out of a platform sitting on the water, and I'd like to hop in some of those tournaments because they've gotten so popular lately, and there's a lot of lakes that I fish in the boat that are on some of these schedules here locally. But let me know what you guys think about that. Jury's still out if I'm going to use this kayak more than the mini boat. I think maybe once I get some upgrades, some electronics on and stuff, then I will change my mind, hopefully. But thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more kayak content, drop a comment down below, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.